ensures that every year more students are standing, that every year students are able to have that aha moment. Thank you. You may be seated. I know that I only had my life-altering moment because people empowered me, and they spoke into my future. They spoke life into my future. And I'm so grateful to the Seinfeld Family Foundation because they paid 4 years for me to attend Fordham University on full scholarship. I am proud and so inspired to know that there are people in this world who are willing to invest in a 17-year-old, melodramatic, undiscovered girl from the South Bronx. And every day what I do in the school, my service is my return on all their investments. I know that there is significance in what I do when I see the transformation of all of my students. And this confidence in what I do on my city year team came with time. I remember, Jeff, the first day walking into Bronx Guild High School and just being afraid because some of the students, although they're younger than us, they look bigger and they look older than us. And I wasn't sure that I could have any impact on them. Not sure at all. But after just about a week or two, I knew right away that City Year had what those students needed. Let me tell you a story about one of our students, Ramel. He was that student who was always tired. And so, oh, there he goes. There's Ramel, trying to smile. He was one of those students who always was tired, would sleep through some lessons. When asked for his homework or notes, he'd pull out a ball of crumpled paper. And I'd be like, is that your work? And at times, he was just disengaged. I walked into the classroom, I said to him, hey, Ramel, why aren't you doing your work? And he said to me, because I don't feel like it. And I was taken back. But after my first thought, I realized that he didn't want to do it because he didn't know how to do it. And in those 6 words that Ramel spoke to me, I heard the voices of the boys that I went to school with who either didn't graduate or when they did graduate, they were 22 years old. That's unheard of now. But back then, 22, 23 when they graduated. I can see their chains around their necks, pants below their waists. Some of them had tattoos, but all of them had a mind that was more dedicated to the streets than to themselves. Regardless of appearance, Ramel is a kid. He's 16 years old. And I knew that all he needed was someone to say that I am making a sacrifice for you because I believe in you. And over time, over a short period of time, once he even saw that I was interested in him, I saw him grow. I saw that he wanted me to check his work. He wanted me to give him feedback, and he was upset if I wasn't around. The total opposite of Ramel, another one of my students, Robbie. She's great. And she's 14 years old. She's in the 9th grade. There goes Robbie. And when I look at Robbie, I see myself. Studious, quiet, and potential that hadn't been realized or released by her. I've seen her flourish this year and grow tremendously, giving input in hard conversations, stepping up and leading her peers, and just being an all-around go-getter. She's a freshman. Jeff will testify to this. She wrote a poem for a Nelson Mandela poetry contest, and she won. As we speak right now, Robbie is across the Atlantic in Africa, probably having tea with Nelson Mandela. And I am so, so proud. I'm confident that this is just the beginning for her and that one day she will be a great leader for her peers and for her community. Robbie and Ramel, they're on 2 sides of the spectrum, but they both prove that every student needs an intervention. Every student needs the opportunity to find themselves and to see their bursting potential. And I'm convinced that City Year is there to be that aha moment for my students, and I am proud to be a part of making that happen. I've affected many students during my year of service, and my work is not done yet. I've lived in the Bronx for 22 years, and I've only been exposed to people who tore it down. And being a part of City Year, I have the opportunity to be one of the people who are truly committed to building it up. I owe it to my community to serve. I owe it to Ramel and Robbie to be a role model for them and to show them that there are no limits to their dreams. I came from where they come from. We are one and the same, and I'm committed to investing in my kids. When I say my kids, I mean every child that I have the ability to directly or indirectly affect. And believe it or not, every person in this room has that same responsibility. We, all the core members standing around this room, all of us, are committed to making sure that those students graduate high school, that they see their potential, and that they work for it. No one's gonna have to ask any one of us why our students weren't able to have that aha moment, the moment that tells them that they are greater than they could have ever imagined. Thank you all so much for your commitment to City Year. Because of your commitment and your continued support, I'll be able to put on this jacket for 10 more months, serving my second year in City Year, New York. Because of you, one day Robbie and Ramel, along with hundreds of their peers, will be able to stand. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.
Please welcome to the stage the Dean of City Year, New York, and proud board member, David Kaplan.